So, Major Velena, it's so wonderful to be able to have this conversation with you. Thank you so much for taking the time. We're so excited to talk to you. Last week, you had a really big week. You traveled to Washington D.C. In the USA, and you are one of the 8 women to receive the International Women of Courage Award from the U.S. State Department. Congratulations.
Yes,
Can you
thank
share with us
you.
just a little bit about your experience?
Coming from a developing country, not many of us do have the opportunity to visit United States of America, and for that matter, Washington D.C., which is the capital. It's kind of a rare thing for most of us, and so for me, I was so overwhelmed to see the lifestyle and the people and even the dressing. For me, it was incredible. It was amazing. It's going to live with me for the rest of my life. Coming from developing countries, education and health and job opportunities are very few or very rare. So to make ends meet for oneself or family, we need to find easier or quicker employment. And so most of the modern slavery and human trafficking cases are often seen through very low income earning, even though they work long hours and are most affected, especially the young girls. And also these girls who are brought into the city for better education, maybe, instead of they've been finding new good education, they are used instead as housewives or sex slaves or all that stuff. And for me, girls are important. For a family to have a girls is very important. And so identifying the key issues in the modern slavery and human trafficking cases like sex exploitation, domestic servitude, promising a good life, and it's not happening. So, as a volunteer at that time, and now the national contact person, I have done so many workshops, trainings, and awareness all across, say, 60% of Papua New Guinea with the team that I have trained as trainers have all come on board, and we are working against these issues. Receiving the International Women of Courage Award for me is remarkable honor. It makes me humble because though I have my name on the tablet, I dedicate this award to my women and girls of my country. The families who have gone through modern slavery and human trafficking and also other violence against women, I owe this to them. I owe this to the Salvation Army, Papua New Guinea and Solomon Islands territory leadership. I owe this to my partners who have been so closely working with me, supporting me, coming on board to provide for the women and children who have gone through modern slavery and human trafficking cases, the faith-based organizations, the non-government organizations, and the churches all around Papua New Guinea who have taken on board this issue, combating and fighting where they are. I also want to personally thank my family, my close and wide family who have contributed, who have pushed me, who have supported me to continue on what I'm doing. And so I will continue to fight for justice, not because of the award, but because it has always been a passion and love for me to do what is right for the women and children of Papua New Guinea. I think the first words that come into my mind is being strong. When you are strong, you are able to do something for the vulnerable, do something for the unvoiced. And so being strong, taking risk, taking action for justice for all, being determined in faith that you are the voice. You can be the voice. You will be the voice in times of uncertainty, in times of confusion, in times of feeling low. You take the courage to pick someone up from where they are, to show them that you can also do what you are unable to do, because you know what's in you, what's inbuilt in you, what you are capable of. And so for me, it's in the uncertainty times when people are confused, when women do not know where they could go, what to do, you can be the one to help them find their answers and show them the way they should go and the way they should live without anyone's help. It probably all comes back to us as individuals. We identify what are our capabilities. What I can do, the other person cannot do. And sometimes the other person who cannot do is the one that's caught in, what do? I don't have the power. I don't have the strength. All I can say here is we all have problems. We all face one way or the other, whether it be gender-based violence or whether it be a disciplinary matter at home. All these problems have to be answered somehow, somewhere, by somebody. And so if we know those problems and we don't respond to them, then violence escalates. And we all experience this because we all come from a family and from a community, and none of us here will say that we do not know what's happening. All of us definitely will say that there was a death, someone died, someone passed on because of a domestic violence, because of a gender-based violence, because of a trafficking case. I would say you look around your community. There are many entry points that you can find. There are health services that you can go to. You can talk to the doctors openly. You can talk to the nurses openly. This is what happened at my home. You can go back to schools. We have the guidance teachers in schools. We have the chaplains in schools. We can talk to them directly and open up to them, share our problems with them. We have families. We have community leaders. We have village court leaders. When we speak openly about these problems, we will find that we have done something for someone who has come. Okay? And so speak up, report the cases to those partners that I have mentioned already. The little I can do makes a big difference. The little you can do will make a big difference. And so my probably final words I'll say is to everyone, take the lead. Take the lead. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. And the foundation of it all is love. As we reflect this week, I think it's more appropriate when we are doing this interview, we reflect on what God did for us. We can do something for someone else. And so I want to thank you all, and I humbly come before you again, and with love, continue to love others. Thank you.